Good morning everyone, this is Dr. Satyendra Kumar. I am working here in BGPCT as Assistant Professor under the Mechanical Engineering Department. Right now I am going to deliver the lecture on the mode of the heat transfer. Before going to know the heat transfer, first of all we should know what is a heat. Heat is what is the use of the heat in our life. In daily life you are using the heat energy for the many applications like cooking the food and drive sometimes using in the engine. Many AC engine working on the heat. We can also tell the chemical energy converting the heat energy, then AC engine run. That is a form of the heat. So we could tell the heat play a very vital role in our life to improve our day by day life requirement. So we have to know the what is the form of the heat. Heat energy, just heat is a form of the energy. Energy we could transfer into many forms. And here, from the electric energy, we could get here the light energy, and after that we could also tell the here I can also get in the heat energy from the electric energy because the some heat radiated from the electric bulb. Or also we can tell the power plant convert the mechanical energy into the electrical energy. We could also tell the thermal energy convert into the electrical energy. That is a form of the energy. So heat is also the form of the energy. And next one is activity. And next slide I will show how I can feel the heat. It is totally depend upon our situation. So whether the temperature is high or low, how I can in next condition it depends upon the totally previous condition. So here I have the one example. If 3 glass is there and one glass have the cold water, second one it have the hottest water, and third one have the normal water. If I will put the finger in cold water, then go for the normal water, I will feel the hotness. If I will feel the hottest water, then go for the normal water, then I will feel the some coldness in the normal water. So it depends upon the situation, how I move from the previous situation to the next situation. And next one is the different type of the different method of the heat transfer. How many types we can transfer the energy in form of the heat from the one place or one position to another position of the any component or any species. It is depend upon the medium process. So what all these things I will explain here, and here I am showing the what is the basic thing to transfer the energy. Every product or every material is made of the molecule. If molecule is there, then heat transfer will perform there because the molecule move from here to there and increasing the temperature from the one part to another part and transfer the energy. So we could tell the molecule is responsible for the transfer of the energy. Next one is what is the heat transfer. In terms of the thermodynamics, I have to know what is the heat transfer. When temperature, according to thermodynamics, when temperature difference between the system and surrounding, then some energy will transfer there, either form of the heat or another form also. But in terms of the heat energy, some temperature difference is required between the system and surrounding, so that heat energy will transfer in form of the heat from the system to surrounding or surrounding to system. It totally depends upon the temperature. If temperature of the system is higher than the surrounding, then heat energy transfer from the system to surrounding. If surrounding temperature is higher than the system temperature, then heat transfer from the surrounding to system. It totally depends upon the temperature difference, and temperature difference will define the direction of the heat transfer, whether heat transfer will take place either system to surrounding or surrounding to system. So next one slide is mode of the heat transfer or method of the heat transfer. There are three methods through which we could transfer the heat energy from the one part of the room or to the another part, or one part of the any solid material to the another part of the solid material, or one part of the fluid to the another part of the fluid. So conduction, convection and radiation. First of all, we should know what is a conduction. Conduction will transfer the heat energy through the solid material. So here one practical example here, and all three modes of heat transfer are shown here. So the heat is given to this container, and container having some water convert from the liquid to vapor. So here some conduction is there from the bottom to the liquid means water is there. So water, and then convert in the vapor, and through the water, throughout the water, heat transfer through the convection. And here the other part of container also get the some heat or heat. So it is because of the conduction, and without the touching of the container from the some distance, I will get the some heat because of the radiation. So all three types of the heat transfer are showing here through the practical example. And next slide is conduction, pure conduction. I will explain what is conduction and how it will transfer from the one part of the another part. So I will explain here. So I have some example. This one is the example through which I will explain the conduction. So this one is a component or solid thing, or component. Here temperature is T2, here the T1. T2 is greater than T1. So the temperature transferred from inner thermal energy, it transform of the heat from the T2 to T1 because of the temperature difference, higher temperature to lower temperature. And how it will transfer energy? Because of the molecule, because every matter made of the molecule, and increase the temperature of this part, the kinetic energy of the molecule increases, vibrate and transfer the kinetic energy to the vicinity, and it will transfer vicinity to vicinity. Finally it will go at the last position, and then it will transfer from the one position to another position. Or we could also tell the heat energy convert here the kinetic energy finally convert in the heat energy at the last point. And I have some formula through which I will explain. Here is Fourier's law, and Q is a heat transfer rate, K is thermal conductivity, A is a surface area, which has been shown in previous figure. This is surface area, means is the cross section perpendicular to the direction of the heat transfer, and D is a distance from one point to the another point, or temperature between the temperature gradient. It is also explained here, dt by d. So the here next slide is here A is cross section, K is the thermal conductivity. It is thermal conductivity will be constant for the material, and A is a cross sectional area, T is the hottest or highest temperature, T equal is the lowest temperature, and D is the thickness of the material. And we could tell the heat transfer not depend upon the only one thing. So many parameter is here. So the many parameter here will affect the heat transfer. First one is thermal conductivity. Second one is surface area, temperature difference, and distance or thickness of the material or total thickness of the component. And next one is a practical example. Practical example. So we should know the how I will conduct the heat transfer in daily life. So first one we should know the ironing. Iron transfer the energy from the iron body to the cloth, and after that I will go for the ice cube. Whenever I will collect the ice cube from the fridge or from the freezer, and it will start the melt on my hand or our hand because of the heat energy transfer from our body to the solid cube, ice cube. Next one is heat conduction through the sand. Whenever I will go for the beach, whenever I will move, I feel some hotness in the summer region, because summertime, because of the temperature difference between the body and sand. So next one I will explain the convection in next classes. So thank you for attending this class, and I will deliver the lecture as soon as possible. Thank you.